Welcome to the channel. This is Greddy, and welcome to the 2023 Gran Turismo World Series Manufacturers Cup Exhibition Season number 4, round number 1. Try and say that all in one breath. And I am in the Alfa Romeo, and we are at Interlagos. And this is indeed a tragedy because my driving is quite comical. So, well, stick around, check it out. All right, lobby opens up. Looks like a good lobby for me. It is a 311-point lobby, which means second or third split even. So I have an opportunity here to make some good points and possibly have a good result, as these are really my peer group. These are the folks that are about the same speed as me. So finally, I'm not in some crazy top split. I'm just going to get my butt whooped in. So need a good lap. Put in a 32.951. Pretty happy with that. And then Pro 308 slides right in front of me, 47 thousandths. And then as I cross the line, I can't make it up on that last lap. And then, well, Apex Paymay slides in 2 thousandths in front of me. Tight top three. No strategy in this race. It's hard tires. Yeah, you might have to save a tiny bit of fuel depending on what car you're in. I really didn't have to save much fuel, so just got to keep my head down. My goal for this was to sit here behind Apex Paymay for 20 laps and then maybe race the last 6 laps. I just want to stay here in the podium. It's good points, solid points. Maybe they make a mistake. Maybe I can slip up into first or second position. Try to hold off fourth if I need to, but for the most part, just drive calm and collected. Just be cool, Greddy. You got this. I've been practicing this week. I've done so many of these 26-lap races this exhibition season. Loving the 26-lap races. We got 26 here. I think we got like 27 or 28 at Daytona. And then I think the final race at the Nürburgring has a bunch of laps too. Who knows? I decided to pick the Alfa Romeo. I've never driven it before as my manufacturer, and with the new physics, figured I'd try out an MR car. And the Alfa Romeo felt pretty good around here, so I figured I'd give her a go. And honestly, I was doing pretty well with the Alfa. Didn't make a whole lot of mistakes in the car, so I was pretty confident coming in this race that I could go the 26 laps without any problems. Didn't make a lot of penalties, anything like that. Never had any real issues with spinning out during the race. Felt really good, the fuel load on it. Felt really good with the tire wear. So liked the car. So here I am just sitting in the slipstream of Apex Paymay, and he is right there behind the super very fast down the straight. The RCF not as fast down the straight, which made me feel pretty good because then I knew I could catch back up to him on this straightaway if I needed to, if I slipped back a little bit on the infield there somewhere. Now, as you can see right here, I am catching back up to the RCF. He's 3 tenths in front of me, and I'm just reeling him right back in. Not a big deal. We're going to head in here to the old Senna S, and I'm just going to slide right into the Senna S, and like I said, just keep putting in lap after lap after lap of good quality times. Just stay up here near the front, out of trouble. And as I'm coming around through corner 3, the back of the Alfa just comes out. It's never done that before. I wasn't even really on the curb there, and I got out of everyone's way, and I dirty tires, slipped out, and I moved over to the left here to continue to stay out of everyone's way. I didn't want to ruin anyone else's race right there, so I did my best just to stay out of folks' way. So had a lot of making up to do. I was all the way back in 14th, lap number 8. Finally catch up to Hemiata, one of my practice partners and the master of rain. Fortunately for me, unfortunately for him, he is not the master of Interlagos in that Dodge Viper, so I was able to reel him back in. And then after following around for about 4 laps, trying to figure out how to get around old Hemi, finally was able to put it down the inside here and take him in the left-hander. Now, that puts me in P13 on lap number 10. I finally catch up to Thunder Runner here, another Lexus RCF. I actually tried out the RCF at the beginning of the season. Didn't really like it. He goes wide coming through corner 3, and he's going to pick up a half-second penalty. Little touch of the bumper there as I come out. Not a big deal. I'm going to slide down to the left side of him. He's got the penalty. I figure he's just going to let me go on by, or at least ride me side by side through this corner. And he moves down the inside, catches my front bumper. I go down the inside, leaving some room there. You can see I'm turning left, and he turns in on me. He spins out. I thought he curbed it during the race. Let's look at that again. So as I'm coming out of corner number 3, I'm going to just try and keep it to the inside. A little bit of a tap there that actually probably helped him out a little bit. 5th gear, pretty strong in the Alfa Romeo. So I was pulling on him, and he tries to slip down inside. Now watch. I keep turning to the inside. I don't let out. I'm not trying to wreck him or anything. I'm turning left to get towards this apex right here. And he just turned in a hair early, made contact, and he spun out. So it sucks, but it was just a racing incident. So on to lap number 10. I'm trying to catch these 2 in front of me, and as I come around through this section of the infield, through this tight right-hander that I call Kelso's Corner, into the hairpin. You see they're side by side coming out of the hairpin. The Super gets loose, spins out, lights up the tires. I have nowhere to go, so I decide to send it down the curb on the inside, get by the Super, but the Audi's still on the outside. Drive him through the corner there, pick up 2 spots there. Let's look at that again. Supra a little slow coming through there, so I go down the inside on the curb, and he moves over for me, actually. Then I send it down the inside of the Audi R8, able to pick up 2 spots there on lap 15, so now in P10. Catch up to Bruce Benner here on lap number 17 in the Merc. Try and compromise his exit there, do a good job, but then I cut the corner and unfortunately pick up a half-second penalty. That is going to stink, because now here on lap 17, instead of possibly making a move, I am playing catch-up again. So catch back up to the Merc on lap number 19, coming up the long straight towards the Senna S. Got a good run on the Mercedes. Again, the Alfa Romeo strong in 5th and 6th gear. Once it gets its legs under it, it starts to move pretty good. So he blocks the inside line. I go around the outside, so good defense there by the Merc. Slam on the brakes as late as I can so I can still make the apex. He takes the inside line away from me. Good defense by Bruce Benner there. Again, the Alfa Romeo, the rear end getting a little loose on me there. I wasn't used to that happening. Now I'll need to play catch up yet again. So lap number 21, catching him down the straight, heading towards corner number 4. I get on the brakes right here at the 100 board. He gets a little bit loose there. He's stomping on the brake, trying to make the corner. I nick him in the back end there, push him a little bit wide. I felt a little bad about that. It was a little push to passy, but felt like he was a little late getting into the corner. So I kind of gave that a 60-40, my fault. Maybe more, I don't know. Maybe further review would say 90-10. Get a free pass there coming through the Senna S as the PREC driver, unable to hold on to it, has an issue going through there. So now up into P8 on lap number 22. And then yellow flag yet again on lap number 25 as Pro 3OH, who was sitting in pole position, lost it. So able to get into 7th. So able to pick up quite a few spots, but I was pretty upset with my overall race because, you know, I had some incidents in there that I didn't really like. Plus, I really honestly should have finished in the top 3 here in this lobby. So decided to go for it again. So jump in this lobby. 329 points in this lobby, a little bit higher rated lobby, but still my peer group. So I feel like if I can put in the same kind of qualifying time, I have a good chance to get on that podium. So let's see if I can do that. As the race starts, you will see I did not put it anywhere near the front. I start in P11 because my qualifying time was abysmal. A 33.4, almost a half a second off my previous qualifying time. Unfortunately, wasn't able to hook up a good lap, made too many mistakes. I guess I was just pushing too hard. So once again, no strategies, just need to find my way towards the front. And well, with this group of drivers, it is not going to be easy. Everyone is nice and warmed up now, so I'm not going to catch anyone sleeping. On to lap number 2, where I had my tragedy earlier. I missed my brake point, go in deep, hit Dino, drive him wide, but unfortunately I can't lift right here because I have 2 drivers right behind me. If I lift there, they're going to hit me. It's going to cause all kinds of mayhem. So instead, I power through there, which I'm sure Dino thought I was trying to run away from. I was not. I'm going to stay to the right here. See, I stay to the right here. I'm going to let the Super by. I'm not going to try and defend this corner. And then, unfortunately, he squeezes me off the track right there, and I get sideways. And then, which actually worked out well, because the next driver is the one I wanted to let through, is Dino. So he's flashing his light, but I'm going to stay to the left here. I'm going to let Dino, you can watch, I'm going to lift here. You see a lift, let him by. Again, that was my fault. I broke way too late there. Unfortunately, I lose that spot, and I'm going to lose almost another spot there to Pro 3OH. As I try to slip back here into the line. I'm driving on the back foot now. I've gone from P11, which is already a bad start, down to P13 on lap number 2. So I'm going the wrong direction. I'll tell you what, boy, once you smell that blood in the water, these guys in these lobbies will come after you. Pro 3OH looks down the inside. He backs out of it. And we got side-by-side action coming down through the Senna S. But I'm able to survive that assault there from the Supra. But I know more are to come because Pro 03 pretty quick around here, and that Supra is, well, it's pretty darn fast on the straight. As you can see, going around the outside is the Supra as we head into corner number 4. And get on the brakes here now as I'm trying to slip back outside, but I can't because Dino is there. So unfortunately, that opens the door for the Super to get to my outside, which will be the inside here on the next turn. I was like, of all the luck. So now I have slipped back another spot to P13. So lap number 5, I'm in P13 with a faster group of drivers who are warmed up. It is not looking good that I'm going to pick up any points over my last race, which I honestly thought I could finish a lot better than 7th in. So on to lap number 6. I'm trying to catch this group in front of me, and Dino goes wide there. He is going to pick up a half-second penalty for going wide. Now I am going to just stay with him. I give him a look down the inside there, and he closes the door there, shuts the door on old Greddy, which I don't blame him. I would have shut the door on me too. But I had to give the look. He was way out wide there. So all I got to do really honestly is just stay in the slipstream. And then as soon as he goes to serve the penalty, I will be able to get by, as you will see right here. So I go on by Dino there, who I hit earlier in the race. Go by, able to make a nice clean pass there as he serves his penalty. On to lap number 8, heading into the Senna S, and see a dart fly by my rear bumper there. I was like, wow, that was lucky I didn't get hit right there. So let's go look at that again. That was Dino, and I kind of thought after, I was like, did he do that on purpose? But I think he just missed his braking point looking for the super driver behind him, or looking at the super driver behind him. He's probably worried a little bit too much by him. So I do not think that was a return assault, but some people could make that mistake. I'm going to give that the 100% benefit of the doubt because I think he just missed his brake marker. So heading on to the end of lap number 8, I make another Greddy pass there as the 10th driver serves his 1 second penalty for being naughty, probably in the Senna S. I'm going to guess that's where he made that mistake. Catch up to PDX Vogs here on lap number 11. I got to tell you what, I had a long battle with PDX Vogs. He was just quick enough in the corners to keep me at bay, and he did a great job on his defense. He didn't defend when he really didn't need to. He seemed to always just put the car right where it needed to be. So there you see him defending the inside line, heading into the Senna S. Got multiple drivers behind me, so I'm trying to figure out how to get around Vogs and not lose a spot at the same time. I'm sitting in P11 in my starting spot here. Finally make it back up to where I started the race on lap number 13. So trying to figure out a way around Vogs. Very quick in that McLaren through the infield section. I was able to catch up to him in this first part of the infield. He would start to pull away from me on the second part of the infield. And that was unfortunate because that's where my car had the real advantage, was on the straight over the McLaren. So you'll see Vogs there defending the inside line. Try to give the fakey fake. He does not fall for the fakey fake. He just casually drives around the inside there. On to lap 15. He leaves the door open on the Senna S, and I'm a race car driver, so I go for it, but he slams the door closed on me. That wasn't very polite, Vogs, but fair. Not polite, but fair. He slams the door closed on the Senna S when I went for the gap. So looking to find a way around yet again. Defends the inside line going into corner number 4. Get on the brakes. Not able to make anything happen, but I got to get right onto his rear bumper so I can possibly get around him as he defends the inside line here going into the next set of right-handers. But that's good for me because it's okay. If we're racing through here, it gets a little loose there. I get a little bump from behind from the GTR. I know that if I can keep him off his line, maybe I can get right on that back bumper so I can possibly make a pass on the straight where I know the Alfa has a little more legs than the McLaren. So I'm trying to just stay as close as I can to Vogs here on lap number 15 to try and get a move done on the straight, the easiest place to make a move here at Interlagos. Man, he is so good through this final section, though. Every time I'd be right on his bumper, he'd pull out 4/10 right here, and I'd be too far away by the time I got onto the straight. So, excellent driving there by Vogs in the Macca through that final section to hold me off. As I had a shot here on the, he didn't have anyone to slipstream off of, so I knew that if I could get the good run through the final corner, I could possibly get the move done in the Senna S, but unable to get that exit that I need to get past him. He defends the inside yet again. Get on the brakes there. He puts it down the inside. Excellent job there by Vogs, but I've got a good exit coming out of the Senna S. So now I've got the exit that I need to possibly get alongside him through this straight, maybe make something happen in corner number 4 in the double right-hander. Now he does not defend that time. I was a little surprised that he did not defend. I get on the brakes there at the 100 boards. So does Voggs. We go down side by side through corner 4. He backs out of it, lets me pass. Finally get the move done. I think Voggs was just realizing he was probably losing too much time to the guys behind him and just gave it up. So then I move into P number 9 as I got the yellow flag, but I didn't see what happened. I didn't see a car anywhere. As you see right here, Esteban loses it and then goes left, and that's why I didn't see the car. He was way over there left in the shadows and then gets stuck there on the wall trying to find reverse and finally gets it into reverse. So pick up another position due to driver error, and that puts me in P9 on lap number 25. So finished there in P9 as no one else crashed. And unfortunately, I lost points by going again. I went from 233 points down to 219. So indeed a tragedy at Interlagos. But hope you enjoyed the action. There was quite a bit of action in these 226 lap races. If you did, please hit the like and or subscribe. Come back to check out some more for myself. Go Greddy. Y'all have a great evening.